have a look at what freezing looks like when crystals form. And here are some crystals of sodium acetate. Now, I'm sort of giving it an opportunity to crystallize.
Right.
This is slow, and you can see it, and it's quite beautiful, I hope. OK, ready? OK, you can see it there, right in the middle.
Oh, my God.
Now, imagine that is your cell, and this crystal is forming.
Wow.
OK, and it's basically disrupting the nucleus of the crystal. It's maybe met the membrane, and it's bursting through it. This is not a good situation to be in if that's your head and you've been frozen.
That's beautiful.
It is beautiful. I mean, that's maybe what they think as they're being frozen. Wow.
Yes. This is wonderful. I can't wait to see the future. No, turns out you're not going to see the future at all. That is absolutely lovely.
Yeah, it is wonderful, isn't it? But there is a way around it, or at least potentially, because you can. That was slow, and you got these very large crystals because of it. And as I was saying, they're mechanical objects, and they're going to do some stuff to you. What if you could freeze it so fast that all of the crystals were tiny, really weeny ones? So actually, they could be accommodated within your cell.
If you freeze it so quickly, they only have time to go very, very tiny, and then
tons of them form immediately. And you get these tiny crystals.
And how would we achieve that, Mark?
Very, very cold stuff. And one of the things that these people are doing is being plunged into liquid nitrogen. We've got some here. Now, first, let's just show you people what happens, how fast you can freeze something like a carrot. At home, of course, you put this in the freezer, and it would take several hours.
OK, Grant, hang on. There we go. Right.
You must think I'm obsessed with carrots, but they are good for you.
And in it goes.
Straight in.
Straight in. Now, that's boiling the nitrogen.
Yep. So that object is much hotter than the boiling point of liquid nitrogen, so it's boiling. This stuff coming off here is not nitrogen. You can't see it. It's invisible gas. This is the quite plentiful water vapor in the air condensing to form a cloud. But basically, liquid nitrogen is boiling off, and as a result, that carrot is getting very cold very fast.
OK, Grant, that's been in for a minute now. Let's take it out. That doesn't look augur well for whoever paid 50 grand to freeze their head.
Yeah.
Obviously, they won't do that. That would be really, really offensive if they went, oh, your uncle, yeah, he's here. There he is. How much of him do you want to bring home? He's there. What can we possibly do to make a happy ending to this particular item of a tiny crystal?
OK, science is unsolved, but one thing we can do with liquid nitrogen is make tiny crystals, and that actually improves the flavour and mouthfeel of ice cream.
Really?
Yes.
Why? I've seen this. Heston's always doing this kind of nonsense, right? What exactly is the science behind this?
OK, so if you think about it, ice cream is basically cream, which is mostly water, with a bit of flavouring in it.
Yeah.
So when you freeze ice cream, you're making ice crystals. And when you're eating ice cream, you're eating ice. But it doesn't taste crunchy. It doesn't taste mechanical. Why? Because the crystals are tiny. And in order to get them really tiny, you have to constantly move them around and break them up. Or you just put liquid nitrogen in and make tiny crystals immediately in 10 seconds.
OK.
And so this, in theory, should make very, very smooth ice cream.
And what is this? Is this just cream?
This is cream with egg and a bit of vanilla.
All right.
Which is a traditional ice cream mix, I think you'll find. And sugar.
You ready to go? OK.
And you're going to pour that in.
Yeah.
And I'm going to mix it around.
You tell me
You
when.
go.
Well,
OK. So the nitrogen's going in there, but it's immediately boiling off. All the nitrogen is doing is cooling it down very fast.
We're not adding nitrogen to the ice cream.
No, that's boiling off. It's not a magic ingredient. OK, that's great, I think, he says.
Is that working?
Yeah, I think so.
It's a hell of a visual effect you've created anyway, even if it isn't.
Oh, I've got an ice cream scoop over here. Just one.
There we go.
I know, I didn't get that reference.